Hello everyone, this is Jeff of TAOFLEDERMAUS. Matt just got this Mossberg 500 and he had a lot of questions about waxed slugs, and many people have questions. So, questions like, will it, foul the barrel out? Will it blow up the gun? Can you shoot it through a choke and stuff like that? So that's what this video is all about.
What are we doing?
You know what a wax slug will do to a tire?
So if you ever thought about making waxed slugs, I suggest you watch this video, and if you have any questions, please ask. Although we have never had any safety issues with these waxed slugs, I have heard of a couple instances where a shotgun has exploded where the barrel actually blew up from using waxed slugs. So let's talk about that first. Now, guns blowing up is nothing new. Even in the days of muskets, if the gun wasn't cleaned, and when the user loaded the round and didn't pack that projectile right up against the powder, you get something called short starting. Now, this isn't to be confused with a barrel obstruction or a squib load or anything like that. This is something a little bit different than that. Now, it's possible we can create a short start condition if the wax slug happens to fall out of the shell and down the barrel. I'm not 100% sure about the physics going on with a short start condition, whether it's just the powder burns way too rapidly and causes a pressure spike, or if the energy wave slams into that stationary slug down inside the barrel, kind of like a water hammer in a pipe, and causes it to explode. So it's very important to make sure that that slug does not fall out of that shell. The best way to do that is to tap the shell against your hand. I mean, you can do it really hard, and that slug should not fall out of that shell, because when you rack it into your pump shotgun, it's going to be, the inertia is going to drive it down the barrel if it's loose. So let's say that when you tap those shells on your hand, the slug is falling out. You're asking yourself, what the heck did I do wrong? These things are supposed to be really simple. Now, from talking with quite a few others who had this problem, finally came to the conclusion that they were not getting the wax hot enough. It has to be hot enough to flow between the slits of the shot cup and actually bond that entire shot cup, slug, and everything to the shell. More often than not, the people that were not getting the wax hot enough were using a double boiler and only getting the wax to 212 degrees. Now, paraffin wax has a flash point between 400 and 480 degrees Fahrenheit. So you got to get it very, very hot before it'll actually catch fire. I heat my wax to the point where it starts to smoke a little bit. I also use a plastic spoon because it has a melting point of about 320 degrees Fahrenheit. So if that spoon melts, then I know that the wax is getting too hot, but I also still have a lot of margin there before I hit the flash point of the wax. So perform that tap test, and don't load the shotgun until you're actually ready to fire it. Keep the gun level, that way you don't have to worry about the slugs falling out. Now, wax is very heat sensitive. You can take a wax slug, sit it on your tailgate of your truck on a warm day, and it'll actually melt, even if it's like 80 degrees outside. So what we do is take an ice chest, put the shells in there, and maybe a small ice pack. And that's enough to keep them cool and ready to go. Now, we've always shot the wax slugs using a cylinder bore Mossberg 590 shotgun. And now we got this Benelli Nova, and we installed a full choke on it, and we can finally find out what will happen if we shoot the wax slug through that.
Ready? Yep. Well, it's shot, but you can see that it actually broke apart.
So basically, the wax slug turned into wax buckshot, and it did break apart. It's possible that you could use a modified cylinder choke, something less severe than a full choke, and it'll shoot fine. Matt's Mossberg 500 came with a 18-inch barrel and also this 28-inch barrel. I'm not really sure if it has a slight taper to the barrel. Sometimes some shotguns have a slight taper built in. It's like a built-in choke. So let's see what this will do.
Oh, yeah, he took off whatever is left of his head.
Remember that a wax slug is a user-modified round, and you really need to know all the facts before you start shooting these things for your own safety. They are very simple and very inexpensive, but you know, you want to go out and shoot and have fun, and you don't want to have a tragedy. I think most people have the natural assumption that the wax is going to build up inside the barrel, and honestly that's not the case. Now it might be possible if you were shooting a rifled barreled shotgun that you might foul that out a little bit, but honestly I don't think these wax slugs would be very, you know, beneficial to shoot through something like that. I wouldn't recommend it. Even after shooting, you know, 100 rounds out of my smoothbore shotgun, it's always been very clean.
I'll see if I can hit the rabbit. So it's done.